Judy in a song, free Judy in a song, Judy in a song, free Judy in a song, Judy in a song, free Judy in a song, Judy in a song, free Judy in a song, Judy in a song, free 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 Judy in a song. Judy in a song, free 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 Judy in a song.
Hey people, what's happening, everybody? Can you hear me? Is the reverb working? Is it on? Let's check it out. Let's try it out one time. Testing 1 5 7 3 9 11 13 57. Hike.
Frozen on my screen.
Blue 32 50. Whoa, there's the fucking reverb. Checking it out. 1 2 7 5 1 5. Oh yeah, it's on. Sounds like Back to the Future. Marty, we're gonna have to generate 1.97 gigawatts. Blue 32. Hike. There's the fucking reverb. Checking it out. 1 2 7 5. All right, I think we're in the zone now. We're in the area. We're in the basic realm.
Is Steve reverbing through all of you right now?
Am I reverbing through your brains? Tell me truthfully. I want to know. Let's see. Wait. You know what's better than reverb is...
Welcome, Frankie Lee. We need to give Frankie Lee a wrench.
Yeah. You know what's better is delay. You got a little delay in there. What the fuck is going on? Gonna acid trip. And then we just oh shit. What are you doing? Sky? Apple. Don't be an apple, Peaches. Apple. All right. So easy now. Hopefully my guitar's not too loud and distorty.
May it turn this on?
Yeah, let me hear a little bit of that. Just Apple, don't be an apple, Peaches. Check. All right, so easy. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We'll back off the bass a little bit. Give it a little bit less mid-range, perhaps maybe a little bit of
Steve gave Peaches kisses earlier.
It's not bad. What did you just do? Put some weed in here? Woohoo! Back off the bass. All right.
Can I have your phone?
Absolutely.
I gotta rent Frankie.
All right. Hopefully, let's dial in this guitar a little bit. I think it needs less treble.
All right, want me to turn this down for a second?
Yeah, you can turn that right down. I think we're in the basic ballpark when I do this, and that's probably fine. I don't know about the beatboxing thing, how loud that is, but let's try it. Hopefully that sounds okay to everybody. Somebody bust a fat rhyme, yo. Come on. Rick. Come on, Skylar. Bust a fat rhyme, yo. Rickety Rick, whoop. Whip. Rick.
Where's Drew? Where's Drew Stanko?
Right, Drew Stanko could be busting fat rhymes all over this shit.
Where's Drew? Send him a link.
My name is Drew. I'm on the roof.
There he is.
Give me a minute and I'll come through.
Drew, are
His
you going
name
to
is
join
Drew.
us?
He's on the roof. He could be a fucking goof, but he knows how to rhyme a lot better than I can keep time. Yeah,
He said, "Give me a topic."
Give me a topic.
All right, guys, help me out here. What should Drew have as a topic? Oh, so Trish said the awful heat. Do something on that. We do have some crazy heat right now. Jenna Colby said, "Cone-tastic." We should play that video for. Do you know what I'm talking? Do you know why we're freaked out over corn?
Yeah, the little kid.
Yes, the corn kid. He's so cute. We should show Skyla. It's on Twitter.
Golden years go, whoa, wop, wop, wop. Ooh, run up the babe, wop, wop. Golden years go, whoa, wop, wop, wop. Corntastic, Mr. Boombastic. Peaches is a fantastic, a Mr. Boombastic. He's a little bit spastic. He's a Peaches fantastic. Hey, golden years, go wop wop wop, oh, wop wop. Come run up the babe, wop wop. Golden years, go wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Who run up the babe, wop wop? Come on. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Golden years, oh, wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Golden years, go wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Don't let me hear you say life's taking you nowhere, angel. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Look at that sky, life's begun. Nights are warm and the days are young. Who run up the babe, bop bop? There's my baby lost, that's all. Once I'm begging you, save a little soul. Golden years, go wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop? Golden years, go wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Last night they loved you, opening doors and pulling some strings. Angel, run up the babe, wop wop. Golden years, go wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop? In walk luck, you locked in time. Never look back, walk tall, act fine. Stick with me, baby, for 1,000 years. Said nothing's gonna touch you in these golden years. Go. Hey, who run up the babe, wop wop? Well, I'll stick with you, baby, for 1,000 years. And nothing's gonna touch you in these golden years. Golden years. Say golden years, go wop wop wop. Who run up the babe, wop wop? Golden years, go wop wop wop. Well, one of these days, and it won't be long, gonna drive back down to where you once belong, in the back of a dream car 20 foot long. Don't cry, my sweet, don't break my heart. Doing all right, but you gotta get smart. Wish upon day upon day. I believe, oh Lord, I believe all the way. I believe, oh Lord, I believe all the way. Oh, come on, bum, 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 bum. Run up, babe, wop, wop. Run for the shadow, run for the shadow, run for the shadows in these golden years. There's my baby lost, that's all. Once I'm begging you, save her little soul. Golden years, go, wop, wop, wop. I said one of these days, and it won't be long, gonna drive back down where you once belonged, in the back of a dream car 20 foot long. Don't cry, my sweet, don't break my heart. Doing all right, but you gotta get smart. Wish upon day upon day. I believe, oh Lord, I believe all the way. Run for the shadows, run for the shadows, run for the the shadow. Run for the shadow in these golden years. Stick with me, baby, for 1,000 years. Nothing's gonna touch you in these golden years. Go. Oh, man. All right, a little David Bowie there for you, and you know, not in a not David Bowie style, I guess you would say. I don't know what to say about that, but it was fun.
Did you see the Peaches gif I made?
Yes. Peaches, run for the shadows. Run for the shadows. So it's Friday night. I hope everybody's having a good night.
Did you see that Drew was giving you lyrics?
Drew's giving me lyrics to sing. God damn it, Drew.
I told you that.
You didn't tell me. I didn't know.
You didn't.
I didn't say, hold on.
Hold on.
I got to go all the way up to the top of the thing. All right. Okay.
Well, it's right above.
It's Friday night. The moon is bright. Got some bud. It's out of sight. Rolled a blunt. It's fat as a Cuban. Float so high, I feel like I'm tubing. Jeffrey Tubin, that is. Can't come down. Peaches flying to all the beaches. Hey, the peaches flying to all the beaches.
Peaches is corn-tastic.
All right. It's Friday night and the moon is bright. I got some bud, it's out of sight. Roll the blunt as fat as a Cuban. Float so high, I feel like I'm tubing. I can't come down, up with peace. Flying to all the beaches. And he's a peaches. He's not a sneeches. I don't know if that's the way this song goes. But I'm gonna sing it anyway. I'm gonna sing it anyway. Yeah. Sing it anyway. You could sing it anyway, any day. 'Cause when you're not sure how the chords go, you can flying so high on a Friday night. Feet off the ground, thoughts, my head in the rainbows in the clouds. I can't read correctly, so stars in your eyes and smile that shines. Of course, I'm not above it. He sent me a link to the program. These are the wrong words. I feel like Joe Biden. Hey, I'm gonna read the teleprompter all night long, all night, all night, all night. All right, yeah. I feel like Joe Biden. I can't read what I'm writing. Hey, ooh, oh, all right. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, that D flat sounds so. A lot of tension there in that chord. I want everybody to hear.
Come on.
All right, Drew. Well, come on, man. How do I, all right, let me, hold on one second. Let me,
just put the link in here.
I'm going to copy the link to the clipboard. Biding my time. Dive Omega. We still haven't figured out what the hell Lucky's real government name is. We had some hints. I was trying to hint.
You're not allowed to hint.
I'm blurry? Stop telling me I'm blurry. I am perfectly in focus. Focus. No, it's because the stupid interwebs. Everybody digging that air conditioner sound?
Oh, don't hear it.
It's well, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's just some basic loud noise.
We've been under heat advisory all day, so I had the AC on. Like,
That last song was brought to you in part by Two Roads Brewery. Not really. I wish they would sponsor us though, because this shit's expensive, bro.
no, you don't need to have that.
We don't need beer sponsorship. Is that what you're fucking saying? No. It's good enough for NASCAR. Sons of bitches.
Oh my gosh, we have the sign. We have like the metal sign that they have from the bars for Two Roads.
Yep. See, you're already endorsing it.
Well, I got it because I wanted it for our van. This was like right before COVID, and we were at one of these local places, and they had this sign.
Sorry.
And I said, I was like, I would love to have that, like, whenever it cycles through or whatever. And they were like, yeah, you can have it. And so my friend climbs up on this like bar stool outside. He couldn't get it undone. So like he ended up like tearing it off the wall or whatever. It was on the outside. But we took it with us. Good thing we did, because we didn't go back to that. We haven't been back to that bar because, like COVID shut everything down.
The only good beer is Magic Hat Circus Boy. Come on, man. Come on, Jack. You got to what do you call that? Try other beers, because this motherfucker right here is legit. And
who said that was Circus?
It's 8% by volume, so it's like really strong. Like I have 2 of them and I'm like, whoo, Steve, you had some beer tonight, huh, buddy?
Okay, so Drew, if you want to join us, Steve put the link there in the chat for you.
Did I do that? I was gonna.
Yeah, you put it in there.
I did it. All right. Just checking. I don't drink beer anymore because, well, that's good. I'm going to have all of Drew's. So anybody who's going to buy Drew a beer, just this guy right here. I don't drink beer very often or very much. I'm drinking it lately a lot more often than I had like in the prior, like, I don't know, dozen years or so. And it was only because I discovered that this Two Roads Brewery Road to Ruin beer is like exactly the combination of India Pale Ale and sort of, what do you call it? Those beers. God damn it, I can't think of the name of it. The Belgian ales. It's like a kind of a Belgian sort of finish to an India Pale Ale, so it's like, it's just extra fucking good. You know what I mean? And so I'm at the beer's mercy, really, at this point. And I didn't expect to have any for a long time, and then my partner came home with some.
Are you talking about me?
Peaches said it was for me.
No, it's not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do. Why do you have 27 tabs open? Holy shit. Your phone has got to run so slow.
Shelley Olmsted. Can we just get in tune here for a second, Steve, please? A relative tuning would be fine. Okay. Wait a minute. You don't like hubby, old man, or old lady? or partner, what am I supposed to call her? I don't know. I'm willing to, adjust accordingly. If somebody can give me a better name. Like, she could call me, like, Fido or whatever, and I'd be like, no problem. But, what was I just going to do? God damn it. My brain is just, like, whoosh, erratic. Oh, I remember now. Beer, right? All you non-beer drinkers. It's the beer, Steve. You fucking drunk. Quit live streaming while you're drinking beer. That should be illegal. Well, it is in some states. But not the state that I'm in. What a state I'm in. Is everybody having a decent Friday? It's 10:24 p.m. here on the East Coast. I hope your days are fucking going awesome. Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing, drummers drumming, the archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Well, I was lying in a burned out basement with the full moon in my eyes, and I was hoping for replacement. When the sun burst through the sky, there was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships flying in the yellow haze of the sun. And there were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen ones. All in a dream, all in a dream. The loading had begun. Flying Mother Nature silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature silver seed to a new home in the sun. In the sun. In the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Yay. Shit-lib Neil Young, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing songsmith. Terrible perception of reality. You can't win them all, you know? That's kind of how it goes. Like, well, he wrote like fucking magical fucking music. Yeah, but he's a fucking dipshit. Okay. I guess I have to accept that. Fine. That's fine. It's fine with me. Anybody ever listen to Buffalo Springfield back in the day? Oh, man, what a good band that was. Huh? You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I am alluding to. Badass song. Oh, Peaches, are you getting down over there? What are you doing? I'm not even playing. You're dancing your ass off. What is that about? Oh, what does that mean? Rep. What key comes a time in? Peaches. Anybody? Keep G? Sure. Why not? Makes sense to me. Comes a time when you're drifting. Comes a time when you settle down. Comes a life, feelings lifted. Lift that baby right up off the ground. Whoa, this old world keeps spinning round. It's a wonder tall trees ain't laying down. There comes a time, comes a time, comes a time, comes a time. You and I, we were captured, took our souls and we flew away. We were alive, we were left in, now we gave away. And oh, this old world keeps spinning round. It's a wonder tall trees ain't laying down. Comes a time, comes a time, comes a time, comes a time. Oh, this old world keeps spinning round. It's a wonder tall trees ain't laying down. There comes a time, comes a time. There comes a time, and oh, this old world keeps spinning round. It's a wonder tall trees ain't laying down. Comes a time, there comes a time. There comes a time, there comes a time. Doo-doo, wow, 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 wow. I really love the, what is it, Eric Johnson? Eric Johnson? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Eric Johnson. Does the instrumental version of that. That's just like, has the sweetest wah-wah guitar solo thing where it's like the tone of his guitar sounds like Neil's voice. It's fucking nuts. Like, wow, 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 wow. So good. So very, very, very good. All right, one more, Neil. What do you say? Huh? Don't judge me and my neoliberal fucking classic rocks bent. All right? This music has nothing to do with politics because clearly the person who made it has no idea what the fuck he's talking about a lot of things. And I guess that really hasn't changed over the years. It's just how much we became aware of it, I think. Zappa made you get a wah-wah? Nice. Frank was nasty with the wah-wah too. Very very interesting usage to get certain timbre and stuff out of that Strat, make it all fucking wanky, weird sounding. Come on, lighter, you can do it. All right, maybe you can't. Maybe I've misjudged you. Amazing. Thank you. All the sailors with their seasick mama hear the sirens on the shore, singing songs for pimps with tailors who charge $10 at the door. You could really learn a lot that way. It will change you in the middle of the day. Though your confidence may be shattered, it doesn't matter. All the great explorers are now in Granite Lake, under white sheets for the great unveiling at the big parade. You could really learn a lot that way. It will change you in the middle of the day. Though your confidence may be shattered now, it doesn't matter. All the Bush League batters are left to die on the diamond. In the stands, The home crowd scatters for the turnstiles. For the turnstiles. Hey, for the turnstiles. All right, it's the Neils. Is everybody having a good Friday? How's it going out there? Are people doing all right? I hope we're doing all right. Average humidity. All right. Is it 175 degrees though, like outside, Lady Alex? I just went outside and it was like 75% humidity and it was about 87 degrees. No, it was about 81 degrees, but it felt like 87.
I already told everybody. 78 outside. We had a high of 94 today.
High of what?
94.
I think it's just rude to tell people how high they are.
Our air quality is going to be bad the next couple of days, too. It's like 3 days, and then we're going to get rain, and supposedly. We haven't had like. Our humidity is at 78 right now. At almost 11 o'clock at night, we're still at 78%. And it says with the humidity, it makes it feel like it's 83 degrees outside, not 78.
Hey, Joe. Say, where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey, Joe. Say, where you going with that gun in your hand? Say, going down to shoot my old lady. Said, you know, I caught her messing around with another man. That ain't too cool. Hey, I saw my old lady, she was out there messing around with another man. Hey, Joe, now. Brother, I heard you shot your lady down. Shot her down, down, down. Hey, Joe, now. Oh, buddy, I heard you shot your woman down. Shot her downtown. Shot her down on the ground. Yes, I did. I shot her. You know I shot my baby. Yeah, I saw him messing around with another man. So I gave her the gun. I shot her. Yes, I did. I shot her. Yeah, I caught her messing around with another man. So I gave her the gun. I shot her. Oh, now. Hey, Joe. Brother, where you gonna run to now? Where you gonna go? Said, hey, Joe, yeah, where you gonna run to now? Where you gonna go? Said, I'm going way down south now. Yeah, way down the Mexico way. Going way down south. Yeah, way down, ain't nobody gonna find me there. Ain't nobody gonna find me. Spanish lady come to me, she lays on me this road. A rainbow smile around and around and tremble and explodes. I've left the smoking crater of my mind, I like to blown away. Well, the heat come round and busted me for smiling on a cloudy day. Coming around, y'all. Coming around into the circle. Coming around, y'all. Coming around into the circle. Escaping through lily fields, I came across an empty space. It rainbowed and exploded, left the bus stop in its place. The bus come on, I got on, that's when it all began. It was Cowboy Neil at the wheel, and the bus to never ever land. Coming around, y'all. Coming around, coming the circle. Coming around, y'all. Coming around into the circle. Into the circle. Coming around, y'all. Coming around into the circle. Coming around. All right, well, that was fun. Little freak out for a couple of minutes there. Hope everybody got to freak out as much as I did. Because Did you freak out at all over there? No. The mama is speechless. She has no words to describe her freak out. The other one freaked her right out into the other one. The other day we waited. Skies were dark and faded. Solemnly they stated, he has to die. He came dancing across the water with his galleons and guns, looking for the new world in the palace in the sun. On the shore lay Montezuma with his coca leaves and pearls. In his halls he often wandered with the secrets of the world, and his subjects gathered round him like the leaves around the tree. Their clothes of many colors for the angry gods to see, and the women all were beautiful, and the men stood straight and strong. They offered life in sacrifice so that others could go on. Yes, and hate was just a legend, and war was never known. People worked together, and they lifted many stones, and they carried them to the flatland, and they died along the way. People built up with their bare hands what we still can't do today. And I know she's living there, and she loves me to this day. I still can't remember how or where I lost my way. Lost my way. He came dancing across the water. Cortez, Cortez, what a killer. He came dancing across the water. Cortez, Cortez, what a killer. He came dancing across the water. Cortez, Cortez, nah, what a killer. He came dancing across the water. Cortez, Cortez, nah, what a killer. He came dancing across the water. Cortez, Cortez, nah, what a killer. Dee 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 dee. There's another Neil song for you. Put that in your Neil pipe and smoke it. Let's see. Cuss right along with them. Got no natural rhythm. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. What are you doing, bird? Oh, what is the request here? A Jewish princess? Is that what somebody said?
Yeah, I'm not looking at the chat.
Not looking at the chat. Okay. Don't engage. I see. Titanic tits. Does that mean they'll sink all on board? Wait a second. What the hell is going on in this conversation? I'm so hungry right now, I could munch the crutch out of a low-flying duck. Whoa. That's fucking hungry, bro. All right. I want a nasty little Jewish princess with long phony nails and a hairdo that rinses. A horny little Jewish princess with a garlic aroma that could level Tacoma. Lonely inside, well, she can swallow my pride. I want a hairy little Jewish princess with a brand new nose, who knows where it goes. I want a steamy little Jewish princess with overworked gums who squawks when she comes. I don't want no troll, I want no Yosemite hoe. I want a darling little Jewish princess who don't shit about cooking and is arrogant looking. A vicious little Jewish princess to specifically happen with a pee-pee that's snapping all up inside. I just want a princess to ride. All right. Everybody twist now, come on. I want a funky little Jewish princess, a grinder, a bumper, a pre-moistened dumper, a brazen little Jewish princess with Titanic tits and sandblasted sits, and she can even be poor, so as long as she gets it on the floor on all fours. I want a steamy little Jewish princess, hair with long phony nails and a hairdo that rinses. A horny little Jewish princess with a garlic aroma that could level Tacoma. Lonely inside, well, she can swallow my pride. Thank you very much. Good night. Make a fart noise here. All right, let's bring this meeting to order. Do 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 da guana. Do do da da do da dee. All right, who else have we got here? Let's explore. Hopefully my sound is okay and everybody can hear and it's not all fucking weird and fucked up sounding. Nobody ever says. Nobody's like, yeah, your sound was really fucked up last night, bro. Nobody ever says that. Like, you could have just, turned down your guitar just a little bit. It would have been perfect. But no. Nobody ever says. All right, let's see. Let's see if this one works.
Are you paying attention to your comments after saying that?
I'm not
So
paying
then
attention
how
at
can you
all.
say what anybody says?
How does anybody know what anybody says? A touch of echo. Okay. Well, yeah, we got a little echo in there. Is it too much? Is it overpowering? Is it hurting you? I like this one. But, it's not for everyone. Yeah, Peaches. It's kind of one or the other. You either get the reverb or you get the delay. Hallway-ish, yeah. All right. No, that's the kind of input that I need right there. Now, I want it to have a little bit of hallway-ish. I want it to be like, that sweet spot of like Johnny Cash reverb from 1957. You know what I'm saying? Like that sort of thing is thank you, Popeye. I like the background too. I think it looks pretty groovy. And it looks really cool when I do the weird cartoony thing to it. if I make a video out of something I played, it comes across really cool. Like any stark lines look really good when you do the comic book effect to it. Is the well, I just backed it off a little bit on the guitar here, but I didn't really change it on the vocal at all. I'm gonna pull it back just the smidgens. Check. Yeah. I need a little more bass in that. This just sounds a little mid-ranging to me. All right. That should sound pretty good, I guess. That's pretty funny. I'm still holding out faith in a freestyle for y'alls. Well, you know what we got to do, Drew? You have if I send you a track that has like drums and a cool track that you can freestyle over it, right? Or even if it's just a guitar and whatever, I'll just beatbox a fucking thing, and then you can freestyle over it, and I can play it on here.
Yeah.
For that matter, he
wouldn't start. His computer right now is restarted like 3 times.
Oh, well, for that to work like good, I could send tracks ahead of time that he could play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And have him play them.
Yeah, it would just be fun to see him do it live.
Absolutely. Play on the 12th, 5th, and 7th. To do this in minor, the major doesn't pull off blues. Yeah. I like to challenge that idea, Popeye, because to me the coolest thing is those weird leading things that like your thirds and stuff, like thirds and ninths and sevenths, sixths, fourths, seconds. Those leading tones that lead you to the next chord can be minor or major. It really depends on where you are for it to make sense. And that's just like eluded me my entire fucking life, because all I've ever done is just play chords, you know, in progressions to accompany singing. So I'm just like singing songs and accompanying myself. So like those are the only basic things that I learned how to do well. And now I'm like learning all these other things that like connect the dots, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did I get from here to there? The third, to make the third ambiguous, yes. But you know what I mean? How a melody will lead you around when you think it's going to resolve on this, but it doesn't. It resolves another way, and you're like, oh, well, I didn't think about doing it that way. And I didn't learn any of those practices, so my brain just goes on fucking random. I just go on random, and sometimes they line up, sometimes they don't line up. Yeah, no, you're right on the, and that's a new thing for me too, because I really don't know how to play slide at all, obviously. But it's fun to just do a little blues thing and try to figure out how to do it. Figure out what things work. All right. I'd really like to take like guitar lessons from people, other people that play the right way, and show me some stuff. But I've never had a guitar lesson. I had one guitar lesson, and I learned that you have to make your fingers work independent of each other. And one of the best way to do that is to go. And figure out how to do that so your fingers work independently. And then all the other things that you learn will be easier. And I wish I would have learned that right off the bat, because my fingers wouldn't be so like, what do you call it? Special needs. Maybe. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but they are definitely, they have an affliction of some sort. I don't know what it is, but they have something. The pinky is just a little bit slower than the rest. Like the rest of my fingers are like, come on, pinky. And pinky's like, what? What did you say? Oh, yeah, okay. Here I come. while the other fingers are like waiting patiently. My pinky's like, hi, you guys, did you see that monkey over there? I saw a shiny something. Nah. Yeah, they just like these ones are like, don't distract Pinky. He has an issue. And Pinky's like, I don't have an issue, man. Woo. He's like Pinky has done too many whippets or something, and all the rest of them are like, okay. Guitar playing tips by Steve. You know, try to treat your pinky like the rest of your fingers. Don't make them feel weird about being part of the hand, even if they don't cooperate. If your pinky's like, and it can't quite hold the string down, just work with it. You know, give it time, show it love, and eventually you too will have a special needs pinky. Welcome, this is a farmhouse. We have cluster flies, alas. At this time of year, it's bad. We are so very sorry, but there's little we can do but swat them. She didn't beg, oh, not enough. She didn't stay when things got tough. Told a lie and she got mad. She wasn't there when things got bad. I never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard a cluster of flies. Never ever saw the stars so bright. In the farmhouse things will be alright, 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 alright. Woke the morning from the stinging lash. Every man rise from the ash. Each betrayal begins with trust. Every man returns to dust. I never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard a cluster of flies. Alas, I never ever saw the stars so bright. In the farmhouse things will be alright, 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 alright. Hey, hey, alright. Never ever saw the northern light. Never ever heard a cluster of flies, alas. Never ever saw the stars so bright. In the farmhouse things will be alright. They'll be alright, alright. Hey, never ever saw the northern lights. I never really heard a cluster of flies. Never ever saw the stars so bright. In the farmhouse things will be alright, 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 alright. Ooh. Ooh. Never ever saw the northern lights. Never really heard a cluster of flies, alas. Never ever saw the stars so bright. In the farmhouse things will be alright. The fish, ladies and gentlemen. The pafish, pafish. Ah, feels pretty good.
Chicka daka do. Ba-dum, ba-ding, boom, ka-boom, bigga daka do, gong, ka-ding, ka-dong. Bong, gong, ka-ding, ka-dong, ka-dong, digga daka do, gong, ka-ding, ka-dong.
You used to sit beside me. You used to call my name. We used to get together. We used to do the same thing. We were looking in two directions, and it hurt so bad. Said we got back together, then we did the same thing. Yeah, we used to tell each other, yeah, things inside our souls. Yeah, listen to my brother, he say the same thing. It's like looking in a mirror, opens up your eyes, see your own reflection, say the same thing. Say the same thing. You say the same thing. Well, why don't you ever call me? Why don't you ever call my name? Why don't you ever call me? Why don't you ever call my name? Said, why don't you ever call me? Don't you ever call my name? Why don't you ever call me? You ever call my name? Why don't you ever call me? Call me. Don't you ever call my name? Why don't we get together? We can do the same thing. Do the same thing. Ah, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Finally, I have a computer open that is skipping, but the link is so far gone. Wait, I send it again. And paste. Kablam. Lady Alex. Hope everybody's having a good night, and I'm not boring everyone with the weird, spaced out, loopy music I'm performing. Peaches seems to like it. He hasn't complained at all. Right? Yeah. He's fine. No?
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, what are you doing? You're awful quiet over here, not doing nothing, not saying nothing. Eh? What was that about?
Nothing.
I just kicked your cup. Sorry about that. All right, everybody, I think you should give Lucky a bunch of shit because she's not saying anything. She's not doing like cheerleading or gymnastics or anything.
Fuck off.
And she's also open to humor. All right, all the people that are listening, I hope you're enjoying what you're hearing, and if you are, let's all just take a second to thank the interwebs and the Lucky Burritos for hosting such a beautiful thing as some live fucking music on your Friday night, coming to you from your computers,
I don't see you on the screen.
from your telephones. You can't see me.
No, there you are.
What the fuck is that? Either be on a Tool or a Muse album. Sure. It goes good with my Chocolate Thunder Eagle thing. Representing Jay from Creek. That rhythmic son of a bitch. That rhythmic little so-and-so. Maybe son of a bitch is too salty of a term. But he's a bad mofo. Shut your mouth.
I love Jay. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Fucking A. Fucking A, Jay. And you know who else is really good there? That Bill Carbone guy. He's also fucking wonderful. Quite a fucking amazing team they are together. Looks like it's ladies' night and the time is right. Come on, get down, Aram. No, seriously, get down. Get off the bar. Just sit in your chair. I'm just kidding. I don't know that about Aram. That was like way too personal of a thing in case he has a history of jumping on the bar. I don't claim to know that. But Aram is one of our Patreon subscribers, which is like one of the coolest fucking things ever. Tonight,
I heard a knock at the door.
I hear a knock at the door. It looks like that freaking maniac Drew from down around the way. Let's add him to the thing. There he is. That little grizzly so-and-so. How's it going, buddy? Can you hear us?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. He's got his Drew rag on, which is nice.
Right, it's my when I turn around, it looks like I've got one dreadlock that I carry around in a backpack.
It's his electric Drew rag. I saw that on Facebook earlier. I was like, yeah, I think it is called a Drew rag. Then that's proper terminology.
It's certainly beautiful.
Yeah. So, how's it going, man? Nice to see you.
Yeah, not too shabby. For being hooked up like a cyborg again. But this is much easier. The last time I had to do that one at the hospital, they they had me there for a few days, and they didn't want me to move. I'm not very good at that.
Well, you know what they say.
Little
You know what-
excited.
You know what they say, don't you? Resistance is futile.
Yeah, but they did give me this very cool do-rag so that I wouldn't touch the things. So I feel
Hell
extra
yeah.
cool today. I've never had to wear one, but I got all these very cool doodads all over the place. It's funny because I was taking a nap earlier, and inside of the backpack there's a button, and the button is for like if I start to have an episode, I'm supposed to push the button.
Right.
Well, I fell asleep on the button, so I kept hitting the button apparently. So every time I hit the button, it rings at the hospital.
Oh,
and
shit.
brings a team of people to the. They stop looking at what they're looking at. Look at my screen, determine
Right.
what's going on.
They're like, is he sleeping on the button? What's happening?
Yeah, so they're probably just sitting there getting beep after beep for like a good hour or so. So I was pretty pleased by that.
That's awesome. Well, that's fun that you have that much control over other people anyway. You know, you could just press the button whenever you want. Just
That's
like, what's
it.
that guy on the monitor?
Although the
You know?
funny thing is they're like, you're supposed to do it when you have an episode. Well, the problem is if I'm having an episode, it's kind of hard to
How
push
can
the
you do
button.
it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That is silly.
kind of a
You would think
catch-22.
it would be an automated thing. Like if the machine senses that you're having an episode, it should send a signal.
That's
That's
what
right?
I figured.
Like
That's
some
what
kind
I
of automation. That doesn't, you know, the maths don't line up, man. And I'm no math scientist, but sometimes
I'll
I
tell you
think of
what though,
things.
I feel like I could go join the Crips or something.
Yeah, you look very OG. Maybe turn the hat a little bit more sideways to get that. Yeah. And just, you know what I mean? Never look anybody directly in the eye. Maybe get a gold mouthpiece or something. You'd be
See,
fucking
I want
gangster
a
as
grill really
shit.
bad. I've never had a cavity before, and so I said I'd like to just get them all turned gold and then get a bunch of. I want like a Paul Wall one though. If I'm gonna
It's an
do it,
investment. I mean, gold is gold. You know, it retains its value, man. It's like having a Corvette in your mouth or something. You know?
exactly. It's just a
Fuck yeah.
retirement piece. One day I'm really
This
hungry. I go
is
to
my
the
retirement piece, baby. Check it out.
Here you go, sir. What will you give me for this?
Yes. Yo, check out the retirement piece on this, homie.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, did I ask you this already? Did I ask you already? What are you drinking there?
Very, very manly.
It seems like seems satisfying. Like, you know, aha.
It's not. It's kind of
No,
gross, to be honest.
kinda gross.
It's pretty gross.
You know, you can never believe the packaging. You know,
I don't know. I like Pellegrino and seltzer water and stuff.
sure.
Whatever is on sale is what we buy. So
Yeah.
that was the cheap one this week.
I try to get whatever has the lowest amount of glyphosate in it. I just try to bring the numbers down as much as possible. It's like this has 50% less fucking deadly chemicals. All right, I'll buy that one.
I try to avoid everything except water, but you can't drink the water here. Our water's terrible.
Yeah, no, you can't drink the water anywhere, bro. Like where we live, we have like perfectly good looking water. It smells okay. It seems like it's probably okay, but it's full of all sorts of carcinogenic shit.
Oh, see, I here in the Cape Fear region, it's the third most toxic water in the country.
Damn.
There's a company called Chemours, and they make Teflon products, and they've been throwing the leftover crap into the Cape Fear since the 80s, and it's been giving everybody here cancer all the way down.
Sure.
And so last year because they couldn't get the water to stop having the Gen X is what they call it. They couldn't get the Gen X out of the water through filtration. So they drilled down an extra 100 feet And so now the water, I mean, it smells like a well. Like when you go to somebody's house that has a well and it's all sulfury and all this.
Yeah.
Well, the
Lots of
they went
minerals
down
and
there.
such.
They gave them an environmental award from the government this year for doing that. So it's not for stopping polluting, but for
Digging deeper.
Digging deeper. But
How
so
ironic.
yeah, like you take a shower, your shower has it in the water. It's
Right.
terrible. It's terrible.
That's the way it is. I mean, if you literally, like, wherever you are, even anybody in this chat, anybody who is watching from anywhere, if you look locally at your water and what the results are of your water table, where you're drinking water from, you're going to find that there are several chemicals in there and several things that are listed everywhere in everybody's town, anywhere USA, like even in other countries as well. But like in the United States, we have like some of the worst water that there is.
Yeah, we have radium in our water.
We have
It's
radium
really high
in our water that's really high. I mean, there's lots of things that people don't even consider being a thing that could be in your water. No, you have way too much. It will kill you eventually.
And it adds up, and they people wonder why there's so many cancers and stuff. Like there's whole regions of people. The town that I grew up in, there was a whole neighborhood that seemed to be getting cancer. And so 2 years ago, they dug down and found out when they changed all the pipes out from lead in the 70s, somehow this neighborhood got skipped. And so all the pipes were still lead.
Oh.
So everybody that I grew up with that grew up on that street were still drinking lead-filled water their whole life.
Yeah, so everybody on that street has like a fucking, a specific type of brain damage. You know what I mean? Like it's fucked, man. And regionally, like wherever you live in the United States, that is the case. You know what I mean? People have like specific types of cancers and specific types of what do you call it? Fucking neuropathy stuff, related things that like stuff in your skin and your nerves and your brain. Just like so many different things can affect you. And it really just depends on where you live, how close you are to fracking, how close you are to coal mines, how close you are to, pharmaceutical companies that were there in the 70s. And you know what I mean? Like where you live on the river, how that aquifer interacts with the water you drink. And it's absolutely innumerable fucking reasons.
Glyphosate is in like it's everywhere. It's in rainwater.
Yeah,
like you can't get rid of
it.
I feel bad because I've been a landscaper for 20 years and I've sprayed a lot of glyphosate back in the day, and now after years of just educating myself, I went to a point where now I convince unless they have like poison ivy or something that's really, they got kids or pets or something, some sort of briar or something that I tried to dig out, but it won't die. I've tried natural stuff. It doesn't do it. And then I'll go on to the bad stuff, but then I put down tarps around everything before I spray. I do all kinds of stuff because all you got to do is get it on a couple of the leaves. It gets taken in like photosynthesis. So then it goes down to the roots just through the leaves. And so
if you use it effectively and sparingly, it seems like it's really effective. But everybody just used it broadly for everything. Yeah. That's
so
what's fucking us.
Monsanto has all those crops that are glyphosate resistant, so they can spray it on everything. Yes. And the plants don't die, but the weeds still die. But me, I'm a big proponent. I try to teach my customers and stuff now, hey, go out and look in your yard. A lot of that stuff that's growing out there that you've been calling weeds for years, that's food. That's like, they'll see me out there in the morning time. Like I'll go out and I'll just be picking, parsley and false dandelion and clover.
There's
All
so many
kinds of-
different things you can eat, man.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah, all
yeah.
kinds of good stuff just sitting out there. It's everywhere. And so by lunchtime, I've got this like nice big bowl of it.
Fucking fat
And
salad.
I
Yeah.
bring a bottle of vinaigrette with me, and I eat it for lunch.
Fuck yeah,
And
dude. What's better than that? What is better for you or just better for everyone than doing that? If everybody just adopted just that thing. Like, you know what I'm gonna do for lunch? I'm gonna go pick myself a salad because there's plenty of fucking shit out here to eat.
That's it.
And
I got-
you know,
I got
simple
friends
common
that are
sense stuff
fungus.
and identification stuff, like you can learn like really quickly which plants are good to eat.
I'm in a couple groups on Facebook where all you got to do is get on and be like, "Hey, I don't know what this is," and there's so many people that are like, they'll sit there and debate it with each other for you. You don't even have to just come back and read it like a day later in your hand.
Totally.
You'll find the right answer.
That app, iNaturalist, is fantastic for that. Like whatever you take a picture of with your phone, there are 75 people standing by rapidly waiting to tell you what it is. And to tell you which fucking genus it is and which variety it is and if it's a male or a female or a fucking, you know what I mean? Like all of the things that you need to know about this plant and where to find them all the time. And that's just the best thing, man, to share that information. That shit is lost on most of humanity.
Yeah.
So like if we can share that between ourselves, even like you're saying, interacting with people in your work and stuff, you know, like just turning people on, like, listen, all those things. I had that theory. I expressed it the other night or last night. The idea that dandelions are full of like anti-inflammatory fucking wonderful things for people, right? To make people feel better. And they pop up everywhere there are humans. It's as if they fucking know, bro. They know that we need them. So they grow. They'll grow out of the sidewalk.
You can take some dandelion, take your choice.
It's pretty amazing though, like to think about that. I think about it in that sense, like it is really possible that this vegetation and stuff is just as sentient as anything else. Yeah. Just as sentient as you and I, or your dog that's smart, or your cat that can do tricks, or whatever the fuck. We're all living things. There's a beauty. We're all like living things that are aware of each other. And it seems to me that plants and flowers and especially vegetative growth seem to like fucking populate in areas where there are humans that might fucking need them. You know, more than once I've had this thought, like, that seems really likely. Like, how come the fucking dandelions pop up in the middle of the fucking Brooklyn, New York, where there's no fucking area for them to grow, but they grow like a motherfucker everywhere?
Dude, I tell you what, when we were driving out to Durham today, I was like, oh, I remember I told you guys about the sunflowers that they planted all along the highway.
Yeah,
of course, when we drove by, they were all cooked. Like they were
right, because of the fucking drought. Yes,
hot out. Yeah. So, but there were like 3 fields of marigolds and different wildflowers and stuff. And I snapped a couple pictures of them. But it's crazy. You'll be going through, and all of a sudden, it's like oranges and reds and yellows and pinks, and it's so beautiful. And
that is beauty, man.
Why is this not the whole way? This should just. I wouldn't be so mad about traffic if I was just staring at beautiful flowers the whole way.
Right, exactly, and that's a real thing. Like the plants and stuff growing like that, and the flowers and how they make you feel is a real legitimate thing. They have a vibe. They make you feel good. They smell good. They look good. They stimulate you in a positive way. They promote positive vibration. So that's what I'm saying. Like, by them being sentient, being aware, they know they do that for humans. So if we're all doing all those things that promote that, you know what I mean? It just seems like common sense. Just common sense. Why isn't I-95 corridor just blooming with fucking, every kind of fucking indigenous flower? Because it should. Lady slippers up in Maine and fucking just beautiful shit everywhere,
Forget, you guys are right by the 95. We're down off the 95 on this over here, but I guess we're over by the 40. But
yeah, you guys are over by the other direction.
Yeah.
But that
Comes right down
95
to
quarter
Fayetteville,
from Florida to fucking, Nova Scotia, man, you could have just like glorious fucking beautiful things to look at all the way up the
I
fucking
don't
road.
know why not. I don't
No.
know why not. And it
Without
goes
a
through a
lot
lot of really ugly places, so they could use some
Yeah.
flowers.
Exactly. That could be the worst thing that ever happened in New Jersey. Come on.
Yes, what you got for us, Steve? Let's hear some music.
All right.
I don't want to talk everybody off your show.
I was thinking if we do it like doing it like this, I can play a thing and then you could freestyle over it or whatever you're gonna do, or we could do the other way where I just like here's some tracks, fucking put some fucking shit on it.
What we both would know. I mean, you know, a lot of older stuff that I don't know.
Yeah, there's
you do it so beautifully that it's I wouldn't. It would be a shame for me to destroy it.
Why don't you just do a beat and let him free?
Yes.
I'll do it in honor. I got this yesterday.
Nice. All right, I got something for you. Hold on a second. So much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G, but I somehow, some way, keep coming up funky as shit nearly every single day. And can I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through? Don't you know it's 2 in the morning and my party's still jumping? Cause my mama ain't home. Oh my God. Bitches in the living room getting me on, and they ain't even till 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do, Drew? I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. Turn out the lights, hey, close the door, but what? We don't love them whores, and we're gonna smoke an ounce to that. G's up, hoes down, let you motherfuckers bounce to that. And I'll be rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, biatch. Well, I got me some Seagram's gin. Everybody got their cup, but they ain't chipped in. You know, this type of shit happens all the time. Well, you gotta get yours before I get mine. Finally listening to that D-O-G. He got that cultivating music that be captivating me. And I heard hairs to the words I speak. As I take me a drink to the middle of the street, I started rapping with this bitch named Sadie. You know she used to be the homeboy's lady. Don't you know it's 80 degrees when I tell that bitch, please raise off these NUTs. Honey, you gets none of these at ease. Oh, baby, the dog pounding, buck crazy, and I'll be rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Later on that dark day, my homie Dr. Dre, he came by with a gang of Tangeray, mama, and a fat ass J of some bubonic chronic. You know it made me choke. You know it ain't no joke. I had to back up off it, set my cup of gin down. Yeah, the Tangeray chronic, well, I'm fucked up now. I'm still popping, I'm still rocking. Dr. J got some bitches from City of Compton, some bean top with a cherry on top. And well, I'm raging a poppin' cock. Well, don't get upset, girls, that's just how it goes. I don't love you hoes, that's why I'm out the door. I'll be rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice.
The fish version of gin and juice.
You know what's really funny about that? You know what's really funny is a mislabel back when it was what was the thing everybody used there? Everybody shared all the music.
Napster.
Back on Napster, somebody mislabeled an OAR version of that Snoop Dogg song as a fish version of that Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah, that's right.
And everybody just like it just kept multiplying. It's the fish version
right there.
And like people identify that version as a fish version, even though Fish never played that song. Like
that's right.
they played you know what they did play something they played Ice-T. You quoted it the other night, don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying.
5 and Grandmaster Flash.
Yes, dude. Yeah. Like I remember that shit. They Fish did that in like 96 or something, like years ago.
That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's about the perfect hybrid of hip hop and country music. I don't think anybody's done that like any better than that.
That's able to copy that because that's still one of those ones where you turn it on at a party and everybody knows that version.
It's just bumping. It's a bumping version too, and it's just bass and mandolin in that track. It's just bass, mandolin, and voices, and they fucking just destroy it. So good. But that's how I totally copped that version and taught it to the band. Like the first time I heard it, I was like, "Oh my god, you guys got to hear this song! It's fucking awesome."
Have you ever heard Two Cellos?
Two cello, yes, yep.
So it's two dudes, and they like sit there and they like power play the cello and whatnot.
Yes,
and
playing like metal chords, metal stuff, and a different. Yeah. I think I've seen them. I don't know if it's the same band, but I seen.
Fucking bird just flew onto my bed.
At one point, it was the Pantera. It was like a Pantera riff.
Yeah,
and it was the cello dudes just like doing that. So good.
Steve's ear.
Yes. No, don't bite my ears. No, bite my ears. Say hi to the people. Peaches. Oh,
Hi, Peaches.
you are a sweet bird.
I swear he just does it because he knows it bothers you. He knows he can feel you just kind of.
Okay, Peaches. Are you gonna remove the beard from my shoulder? Please.
Come on.
He's like, no, I like to be on that. I stay right here, right now. I stay here. He's playing the music.
He wants to see what
Yes.
I'm just trying to think of something that I think you would know. I guess the other day that's why I sent the Beatles. I was like, I'm sure you know the Beatles.
Yeah, I love the Beatles. Which Beatles you want to do? I have about 9 boxes of Peaches. Squawk.
I always think of which ones are more upbeat because some of them get a little sappy, like a Hey Jude or something. I don't like.
You know what's really super fun is what is the what the fuck am I thinking of? Hold on a second. Let me think of it. Shit. I cannot think of it now. Get Back is really cool for an upbeat song too.
You ever heard Me First and the Gimme Gimmes do All My Lovin'?
No, but I love that song too.
Yeah, do you know Me First and the Gimme Gimmes though, right?
Yes, I've heard of that band. I probably do know that version, but I'm just
they're a punk rock band that they did basically all covers. They did mostly covers of a lot of classics and stuff like that. So it was excuse me. It was kind of like a faster paced version of doing classical songs. So say like which one is that?
That's All My Love. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And while I'm away,
I'll ride home every day
and send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips I'm missing
and hope that my dream will come. And while I'm trying to. The key is higher than me.
all my loving I will send to you.
All right. Close your eyes. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember I'll always be. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day.
I ride home every day. I send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing lips that I'm missing. Remember
And hope that my dreams will come true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day. And I'll send all my
yeah. All my loving. All my loving. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. All my loving.
Oh, my loving, I will send to you. Oh, my loving.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I miss you. Remember I'll always be true.
And while I'm away,
I'll ride home every day and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving.
Oh, my loving.
All
Oh, my loving. Oh, my loving.
Yeah, it's like impossible to sing at the same time
Yeah.
because the
And,
latency.
and,
is
and
so
remember,
fucking-
I did barbershop quartet for a long time. So I'm used to singing, like while I'm singing one way, you'd be singing a different
Right.
way.
I was singing that
And
one
a
of the
lot times
harmonies.
we're not
Yeah.
even singing the same words at the same time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like Madrigal's choir, that was like 48 of us all singing different sounds at different times. And
That's
so I was like, as I
wild.
was listening to your guitar, I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, that's not my key. I'm like, let me see what I can do here. And so I was like, I'll find it. I'll find it. Hey, we get there's a first for everything, and we put it out.
That's
How
funny.
about it? How about it?
Can we play the corn video?
Can we play the corn video? Where is it?
It's on Twitter.
Okay,
Remember?
is
It's
it-
on Jenna's Twitter.
It's on Jenna's Twitter. Okay, hold on. I'll find it.
Jenna wants to know if you like corn, Drew.
The band or the food?
Both?
Irrelevant.
Both.
Yes. Me too. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen corn a few times.
We were watching Corn set from
Woodstock
Woodstock
99.
99 and was like, yep. You know, they really did
there.
it. They did it all crazy. Yeah. I didn't go, but I was literally like set to go. And I literally I still have patchwork pants from there, from that show that I still wear. That Lucky's like systematically piecing together from the ashes and hopes and dreams that were squashed in 1999 and caught on fire, and bits of Flea's penis. I don't know what she's doing. It's some kind of magic. Some kind of magic.
What?
I don't know why I didn't grab a piece of that fence. It was 3 miles long. I should have grabbed a piece. Everybody else did. It was beautiful. That mural that they did. I can't even believe.
Oh yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
so
but-
It's amazing that any pieces still exist
I mean, the lineups that they put in there, it's like that wasn't Woodstock music.
No, that was the biggest thing that people said the whole time they were there. There were so many people there that were like hippies that were like, this isn't our music.
Yeah.
And
No,
the second they brought those
really
candles
wasn't.
out,
Okay, I don't know.
my God,
where
those
this
candles
video
came
is.
out during Red Hot Chili Peppers for like a candlelight vigil for something. All of a sudden, everything was on fire. Everything was on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're just sitting there,
I
and
really don't know where to
I didn't
find
really care for Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I watched the first half of the show. They started handing out the candles. I went down to the other stage and started watching a different show. So all of a sudden, I look over and you can see the sides of the stage starting to catch on fire, and it just starts getting loud. And suddenly you could hear the people over the music, and they started like telling people to chill and stuff. They didn't chill. It got wild. Just poop flying everywhere, people sliding around. I mean, the smell. Oh my God, the smell was. I remember it forever. I grew up in farmland, and it beat manure. It beat manure. It was rough.
Sure.
It's right here.
Okay.
All right. No, I'll do it.
All right, you do it.
I do this better.
You do it, then do it. And hello, Apple.
We're gonna play a video. This boy right here.
You don't know the chance.
Apple.
Is it on the StreamYard? Did it come up?
Who's a pretty bird? Who's a pretty bird?
Why is it not showing me the StreamYard? Is there? Okay. Don't make the bird mad. Stop. Stop. Okay. This little boy is so cute.
Why are you trying to bite me? Just because I put my finger there, you want to bite it? Is that what you're saying? What are you doing? What is it doing?
For me, I really like cone.
I really like cone. I like cone.
What do you like about corn?
Ever since I was told that cone was real, it tasted good.
Did you think
Since I
corn
was
was
told
real?
it.
But when I tried it with butter, everything changed. I love cone. Cone.
Do you think everyone should be eating corn?
No, not everyone has to like it to be the best.
Yeah.
Everyone just has to try it. Have a thing.
What else are your favorite things?
I play a variety of games.
A variety of games.
We had Double Lava Monster. Yeah, mostly cone.
Lava
And
Monster.
then look at this thing.
I mean, corn.
I
Look at
can't
this.
imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cone.
He's so fucking
It's
cute.
corn!
Because cone is awesome.
Can you describe corn to someone who's never tasted it before?
A big lump with knobs. It has the juice.
A big
It's the
lump
part I
of knobs
mostly
has the
like.
juice. It's the
Do you
part.
like the cone?
How much do you think corn should cost?
$1. I
$1.
hope you have a cone tastic
I like
day.
it.
A corntastic day?
What? It's just a fun about cone. If anyone loves cone, if you come to me, I can tell you all about it.
Do you like corn?
No.
Have you ever had corn before?
No.
No.
Like, it was so fucking cute. I fucking love him. What do you think about the corn? Ah, what are you doing, Bird? What
Have a
is-
corntastic day.
What is he? Is he trying to get to you?
I don't know what he's doing. What are you trying
Yeah,
to do?
he's trying to get to you. And
Oh,
I
he's biting my guitar.
Oh,
Standing on the guitar, he's biting it.
What?
He's being very aggressive
Oh
towards,
my god!
towards the guitar. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's Peaches.
He
That was
climbed down my back so that he could get on the guitar with you.
very aggressive. I didn't like any of that. Let's change all of that behavior immediately.
Oh, you want him here?
No. No. Please take the bird away.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh,
Just change your behavior, okay? Because I'm trying to love you, man, but you're not making it easy.
What? He just like loving you so much.
Peaches loves the fuck out of me, and I was brave. I put my face directly against his fucking razor sharp fucking beak that could just tear chunks away from my skin.
Right.
Yeah, but I was
Be
like,
bold.
no, I'll trust him. He doesn't really want to just like, disfigure me, does he? And come to find out, yes, he does.
I just take that ear right off. This little snack. Turn you into Splinter.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Dad's got extra. He could spare to lose a couple pounds. So I'll just take this, 8 ounces off his cheek. It'll be fine.
I was trying to guarantee that I had a seizure this weekend. So since this morning, I've been eating just trash food. I'm so bloated and feel so gross right now. I ate Burger King for breakfast.
You're literally you're literally trying to have a seizure? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Just
that's
so
what
we'll
we're
register.
trying to get me having a tonic colonic. They want me to have a seizure.
I
Every
see.
time I go in, I keep not having any while I'm in the hospital, except for like partials and sharps and stuff. So they actually
Are there like trigger words? Can we like chant words to make you
I
you
wish.
freak out? Like do the fish, do the fish.
That's it. Yes, I'm really. It's a really weird feeling to be sitting here saying, I hope I have.
Yeah, that is fucking freaky, dude. I mean, honestly, I like you and everything, but what the fuck? That's really fucked up. Like, I hope I just, seizure out here. I hope I'm not able to talk to you in the next few seconds.
Yeah.
Can we flash lights at you? Can we flash titties at you? I mean,
yeah, that'd be great. I'll
mean,
take that. You can
really, who doesn't
want to see a fat man's titty?
who doesn't want to see titties? I mean, really, realistically, I didn't mean mine.
Okay, so you want your voluntary?
It wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter the movies. I'll look at all of them. I'm not. Even if I don't like them, I still want to see them. There's
I mean, there's a certain knowledge that to be gained from the titties, and I wasn't offering mine. I was, Lady Alex was like flashing red light, and I was like flashing titties when she said red light. There might be some kind of subliminal something at play there, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy that you can show yours, which are
why am I allowed to show mine?
But I show mine, like you get to show your piercings, but I can't show my piercings.
Yeah,
like,
right. That's not fair. I should have to wear piercings too.
It's about time we do something about that.
No, we're not doing anything about that.
I will. I'll be honest.
Oh my God, I have a picture of my titties out in the universe somewhere.
Woo!
My ex's mom actually saw it. Like it's a really funny story.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see Lucky Burrito's titties, Elmo's going to tell you how to do it.
Elmo wants to see your titties.
Oh my God, that is so awful.
Boobies.
Yeah, and testicles are definitely varied as well. Lady Alex, you are very right.
This is how I got my kids to bathe when they were younger. I would sit there and I would do those impressions.
Sure.
These are washcloths. And that's how I would get them to bathe. I would sit there and just do impressions and play Elmo, and they thought it was hilarious. So they loved it.
Hey, stop trying to bite the guitar, dude. Stop it.
Yes, stop.
He's trying to bite the
fucking. Stop it.
That's right. If you guys want to know about Lucky's titties, piercings, or web feet, just sign up for her OnlyFans.
I don't have a fucking no. Don't offer. You don't get to offer fucking shit.
I wasn't offering shit.
I don't have a fucking OnlyFans.
I think it's about time that you
No.
did.
No.
What's that comedian? I can't think of her name. She said the other night. She said she was getting called out at a show. Some ladies was like, "You do OnlyFans?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "What do you do with your vagina?" She's like, "I make $25,000 a month. Yours is probably just fucking that nerd right there."
Exactly.
Lady Alex said, "Oh, I'm a Patreon. I can make requests."
It's true.
No.
If there was ever a better reason to become a Patreon member,
That is not. No, this is not. We're not doing that.
it would be Lucky's piercings and or webbed feet. Yeah, man. She got webbed feet, you know.
Do not.
She might. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Oh my God. Riley started off a rumor.
Riley Martian is a champion.
Oh,
Riley Martian is a champion because he added some speculation to the condition of Lucky's toes. And he said they might be webbed, and now nobody knows.
They're not.
Nobody knows, nobody knows. Oh, man, I talk, man, I talk, man, I talk, man, I talk. He don't know.
you don't know.
He don't know, he don't know, he don't know, he don't know.
No.
Riley Martian, he won't tell anyone. He has some kind of information. I don't know how he got it, but he is not about to let you know if Lucky has web toes.
No.
She said no. She said no. She got web toed.
We don't know.
She got the web toed, and the web toed. Peaches, you know. She got her web toed.
Is she a duck? Can she swim well? Doesn't
She's
help
really
in
fast
the
in the water. You should know. She could swim across the harbor
No.
with just one kick.
No.
She could swim across the world. Ah, come on, she got the web toes. It's like a one drop. She got the web toe. Web toe. Don't you know she can swim really fast in the water? You can watch her swimming really fast in the water. You could watch her. She swims really fast. She got the web toes. Don't you know the web toe?
What how here she come to booze you?
Okay, you should do some improv music, but not about
your web
my-
toes.
I don't have web toes.
Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it, darling?
No, you can see my
Still we
feet right
see
here in
she
front of you.
Decided that they're webbed. Give
We've
them
all decided that they're
still.
webbed, whether they are or not. It doesn't matter. Nobody
Riley
knows.
Martian, he started a trend. And if you like it to end, you must show us your feet.
Show us your
People play
feet.
a beat. You can take off your shoes, pull off a sock. We'll appreciate it a lot. Come on, show us them webs.
All right, I know what I want to play here. Since I'm going to take a little break here from the music for a second, and maybe turn you people on to some fucking weirdness.
P-Stub is moving.
P-Stub, where are you moving to? I thought P-Stub lived in a beautiful place that was just fucking trying not to be on fire. Let me see here.
Web.
So P Stuff has met the person that I tattooed their balls. They actually met that person in real life, and we don't know P
bullshit.
Stuff in real life.
No,
No,
it's,
I'm dead
it's a
serious.
true story.
P
true
Stuff,
story.
tell Drew in the chat so that I don't. Yeah, I'm dead
It
serious.
seems unlikely.
That's great coincidence. That's fantastic coincidence.
Yeah,
It is.
like from the same area, and what the person used to do. That's how I found out was from P Stuff.
The odds are weird.
Yeah, like what are the
P Stuff
chances?
told me exactly what the tattoo was.
Yeah.
And remember, I never said it on here.
Couldn't have guessed. No.
I never said it.
Heck,
Yeah,
I got one for
Lady
you.
Alex, there is allegedly a video of me doing this tattoo too, and yelling at the guy to fucking stay still
I don't
because
wanna
he
see
told
that.
me to do it, and he wanted it done,
Allegedly.
and he knew it was gonna fucking hurt, so I told him to
All
fucking stay still. You yelled at him.
Let's share the screen with the thing. Here we
Yeah,
go.
the other day I went to buy a subwoofer for my wife's car at a pawn shop, and when I went in, I found a box of skateboarding videos, and I
Ooh.
went up and I said to the guys, like, "I'll give you $10 for this box of DVDs." He goes, "Oh, okay." I go home, I call my boss at the skate park. I said, "Bro, I just bought a whole box of DVDs for $10." He goes, "Oh, like 2 weeks ago, a whole box of DVDs got stolen from here." I live like an
What?
hour away from where I work at that skate park. It's just like something I do for fun. Do instructing. I'm an instructor and whatnot.
Right?
And he
That's
goes, "Yeah."
insane.
Turns out I just so happened to walk into a pawn shop almost an
Wow.
hour away from where the skate shop is. Just happens to be down by my house, and I just happened to be looking for a subwoofer that day, and just happened to look on that shelf on my way out of the store and found the box of DVDs that somebody stole from us.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, like what are the chances? Like,
But you know what?
Look
Also,
at the chat. P Stuff wrote you and said exactly what he used to do.
it's
ew, gross.
it's really wild that happened, but also it stands to reason, because if you're a fucking thieving fucking junkie fuck, you don't bring the fucking shit you steal back where you live.
Yeah.
You drive an hour away and you try to fucking pawn it somewhere else. So that's amazing that you just happen to be at that place, that specific place. What the
what's
fuck?
so funny is it's like a pawn shop for it's a hillbilly gun shop, and the guys that run it, they're gun freaks. They sit there and they buy and sell guns and clean guns and stuff all day, but occasionally people bring them in random stuff that doesn't usually belong in there, and they'll sell it to me for nothing.
Nice.
Like I'll just go in and offer them practically nothing. Like I try to tell everybody I know, like when you really need to buy something that's kind of expensive, start at pawn shops, and whatever price they have on it, go up and offer them half of that, and they're going to go back into the back, look at how much they paid for it, determine whether that's enough for them to make. And if not, they'll give you a return price or a different, like, we can't go that low, but we'll sell it to you for this. And so you get that thing for, you know, a third of what you would pay if you went and bought it at a store.
Really, anything musical, any sort of musical instrument, that's the best place to start for pretty much anything, because you're going to find it. You might not get the best deal right off the rip, but you're going to get a fucking better deal than if you tried to go buy that thing new.
Go buy an amp at a pawn shop. They've got 15 of them sitting there. They don't want them at all. So you offer them a price. Find the best one that you can find, and offer them the price of the cheapest one they've got there, and walk out for the mid price.
That is really exactly how I'm hoping to run into a decent, like, rechargeable PA type of thing that I can use to busk on the street. I want to find one at a pawn shop that, instead of paying $400 or $700 for a brand new fucking beautiful Roland one or whatever, or Mackie one, I'm gonna go to the pawn shop and try to find one for $200. That's fucking already just as sick, but somebody couldn't afford it, or their habit got the best of them, and they had to go fucking sell it. You know, it's like absolutely the best place to start hunting for for gear that cost a lot up front.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
Check
my
this
wife
out.
hates it because I spend my days going on like marketplace and going in pawn shops buying shit we don't need. She
Yeah.
loves it. It makes her very pleased.
All right. Check this out. This is some quality shit that you guys probably haven't heard.
This is Colonel Bruce Hampton live at the bottom line. We're in the aquarium rescue. I love Chazoid. Martini.
I'm Apartment Q258. I play floating ceramic surfaces, hydro phase enhanced collision devices, and a couple of drums.
My name's Jimmy Herring, and I play guitar for Colonel Bruce.
O.T.O. Burbridge. I play bass guitar.
My name's Matt Mundy, and I play mandolin.
In the year of OTAD, when Cray became Crow, and factories manicured stale salt lugs, utensil oceans prevailed. Then came the sixes, and the sensitive film realized Martini, Martini, cabbage, cabbage, Martinis,
Would you look at that? That guy doesn't even need a pinky.
His pinky is not impaired at all.
That's pretty amazing, though.
Yeah, these guys are fucking fire.
That guy is definitely autistic. It's a very deep stare he gave when he asked him what he played. And
Jeff South on these drums.
He's,
The guy-
what was that movie where the guy was like the Rain Man?
Yep.
He was like mandolin Rain Man. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Yes.
How you guys doing out there?
All right. If you guys didn't, get that, those guys are just fucking ridiculously good.
That was awesome.
And that was like 20 years ago too. That was not like recent at all. And everybody in that band is a bad motherfucker. And
further than 20.
And they all play with different people like O.T.O. Burbridge, and his brother Kofi used to play in the same band, and So like Oteil plays with Dead and Company now and played with the Allman Brothers for years and years and years. And so he's a bad motherfucker. And then why do we never do this kind of video? I don't know.
I thought you guys did one.
We did. Yeah, no, we did a thing where we were playing spinning different vids of things and stuff. It's a fine line to try to like walk where I just figured like nobody knows who the fuck Colonel Bruce Hampton and the Aquarian Rescue Unit are unless you came up in the 90s or late 80s, early 90s Atlanta area fucking jam scene. You know what I mean? Otherwise you don't know who the fuck they are because they weren't like gigantic. They were just amazing. And everybody should know about them because here's the link to that video that I just played. Anybody wants to watch that later. But yeah, Jimmy Herring was a bad motherfucker. I got hip to Jimmy Herring right before he started playing with Phil Lesh and friends. And I still say the best thing I ever saw, the best evening of like improvisational Grateful Dead music was at the Beacon Theater with Jimmy Herring and Jeff Pivar on the other guitar, John Molo on drums, Phil on bass, Rob Baracco on keyboards, and what's his name? Fucking amazing saxophone player. Pretty much the biggest one in the world. What the fuck's his name? Why can't I think of his name?
I can't either.
I'm really, yeah. He's like, I can't remember now. But anyway, it was an amazing show. And those players are just ridiculous. Like put them together.
I made a comment about a blunt, and now you felt inclined. Stepped away from that glass piece.
Yes.
To use your salvia. Your Delta 8.
Branford Marsalis. I'm sorry, Branford Marsalis. He was the other guy in the band that night, and just ate my fucking brain completely. The most improvisational, like how the fuck could I forget Branford Marsalis? Like I'm a burnout. Peaches.
I forgot him.
Stop.
I also didn't know him, but
yeah, that one show was fucking just otherworldly, man. Like I still refer people to it. Like listen to this show and tell me, like everybody is like finishing each other's sentences, like musically, like. The way that they played together was like this weird, like a person would do a thing and then the other person would do a thing and the other person would do a thing. And they were all like in perfect harmony with each other and movement. Like, I don't know, it's fucking intense. And they went from like being like this crazy progressive jazz, like Miles meets Return to Forever fucking craziness to a psychedelic country band in the next song, just like completely like switch gears. Like they were just, it's ridiculous.
Interesting.
Freaking Burb. Settle down over there, huh? Apple. Thank you. I'd like to welcome all the people and say hi to any of the people that I missed before. Mouse Edit and Jenna Colby and John Ryan. Haven't seen that cat in a minute. Amazing pizza making so and so.
John Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I love that guy.
Yeah. Good peeps in this room.
We will stop by with Leo soon.
Stop your screen.
Where is he at though? I don't see him in here.
I don't know. I see him on here because when he talks on here, I can see who's in the Facebooks.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
Yeah, he's on Facebook. That's why you can't see.
Yeah, I only see the YouTube.
All right.
Good night, Lady Alex.
Good night, Lady Alex. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm going to play another song or two and say good night. Hope everybody has an excellent evening. Peaches, come on, man.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's got to be so much worse in the room with them. Like, it's not that bad on the internet. Like you hear it, but once you start playing, it kind of just dissipates into the background. You don't really notice it. But I'm sure being right there, that's got to be fantastic.
All right, relax.
It is shrill as fuck. That's what it is. Okay, stop that screen.
Boy.
Let's see here. Ba-da-da-da.
Man, I got a frog in my throat. Let's see here.
All right. We're going to do a Frank song for the people.
Oh, okay.
Because why not? You know?
I say, I'll sing you a song.
Oh, come on. Sing us a song then, God damn it.
All right.
You're the
I'm the guest. Why not?
You're the guest.
We've never done this, so we'll see how bad I can trash this. When you grab a hold of me, you tell me that I'll never be set free. But I'm parasite, creep and crawl, I step into the night. 2 pints of booze. Tell me, are you a bad fish too? Are you a bad fish too? Ain't got no money to spend. I hope the night would never end. No time we want somebody get me off of this spree. Baby, you're a big blue whale. Grab the reef when all the duck diving fell. I swim, but I wish I'd never learned. The water's too polluted with germs. I dive deep when it's 10 feet overhead. Grab the reef underneath my bed. Underneath my bed, yeah. Ain't got no clothes, we got. Ain't got no time to go. Oh no, zombie. Won't somebody give me Ain't got no clothes, we got. Ain't got no time to get old. Lord knows I'm weak. Won't somebody get me off of this spree?
Well, maybe you're a big blue whale. And grab that reef when all the diving failed. I could swim, but I wish I never learned. I said the water's too polluted with germs. But I dive deep when it's 10 feet overhead. Yeah, they grab that reef right underneath my bed. Underneath my bed now. Ain't got no quarrels with God. Ain't got no time to get old. Lord knows that I'm weak. Want somebody get me off of this series. I think that was as tight as you can do it with latency.
Yeah.
Fuck
Especially
yeah.
for having never done it.
Right?
Peaches is trying to go down my shirt.
I like how you started. You started like an F sharp, and I'm like, no, let's play it in G, and I move it up a half step. And I was like,
We're going up. We're going
like
up.
nobody
Deal with it.
nobody knew. You know, it was just like, oh, we're just moving up a half step. Everybody, come on.
And like once you were hitting that note, I was just like, all right, I'll just hit a harmony below it.
Exactly. That's great.
Well, that wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible.
No,
That went better than the first one.
Yeah, I know that with a little bit of if I like just record that guitar track for you, then you could sing on it and I could sing on it, and then we could just we could play that, you know what I mean? If like you get on here, you could just spin that and fucking sing along to it.
I sent you the lyrics to that one song. I wrote the lyrics for that one song, and you just gotta write something for it. And you can make it anything. I'll figure out how to sing it. Like I said, I've been in metal bands, I rap, I in madrigals, so I'll sing anything.
Sweet. Well, I will definitely
You should just give him a beat
endeavor.
and have him freestyle at the same time that you're doing a beat. Like that's what you should do.
Well, that's the thing, is the fact that it doesn't work in real time. When we're trying to do it in real time, there's 20 at least 200 milliseconds of fucking latency where you can't.
But it doesn't really matter.
It's hard to keep up. Your sound isn't quite matched up with where my voice is. Like when I listen to it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit off. It kind of throws you off. It does.
It does. That's what I mean. To do it ahead of time is it'll sound way more pro. Like definitely.
Yeah.
Rem.
This bird that's not real is trying to get out my shirt.
Friday night, delight, it's fine.
No,
no one but you. Give him an apple, give me one too. I'll eat it, even if it's been fun.
Mama, take this badge from me. I won't wear it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. A long black cloud is pulling down. I believe I must be knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black train is pulling down. I believe I must be knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Drew.
Thank you. I figure if heaven had a door, I might as well not knock, because I wouldn't be invited. They would just stop me at the door, send me back the other way.
Well,
but the devil, he wouldn't say no. He would let me come in. He would invite me. He'd be my friend.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it has anything to do with devils or angels, but that being said, I'm sure it's quite a party. And thanks for hanging out with us. I really, it's been a fucking blast, bro.
Yeah, I had fun. Yeah. What else was I gonna do? I'm sitting here like a robot. I wasn't going very far, that's for sure.
Thank you, folks, also for tuning in and listening. We appreciate it.
Oh,
we certainly do.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like anybody made fun of me in the comments, so that's good.
Drew done good. We're gonna make some music, and you'd be able to hear Drew like singing proper and shit. and we'll play it on the thing.
Yeah. I tried to wing it. I gave it my best.
Well done, sir.
I want to do a show together too. On what you were telling us about before, the communities that you're.
Sure. The more people I can tell, the better. Because mainly once it becomes a reality, that's I'm gonna need people. And realistically, right now, I'm trying to find. I'm gonna build one at my house, a small version of it at our new place. Where basically I'll build a pond. I've got a backhoe, so I'll just dig out a little pond and I'll build a greenhouse and I'll pack that thing so full of fruits and vegetables that you won't even believe the kind of amounts of yields that we're able to get.
Oh,
with the spritz system and all that stuff.
I am hip.
And I'm gonna put there's sun. I cut about 70 trees down on the property, so there's all kinds of sunlight coming in now. So get that solar hooked up, and the idea is to build a garage out in the back. I'm turning the current garage into the master bedroom, and then I'm going to build a 3-stall garage with an apartment upstairs in the back, and whoever wants to help me farm, take care of literally, I'm going to your rent's going to be super cheap if you literally show up and pick the flowers and pick the vegetables and pick the fruits and water and make sure the nutrients are right and check it. That's going to be the deal. Because that's the initial idea, is to get to a point where I can have enough money coming in from the system that whoever I have living on the property can live there essentially for free. If I can pay the taxes, everybody eats, and everything goes along. It's not bad. And I mean, I have a lot of stuff that goes along with it. So I mean,
I want to.
We need to talk about that further, because that's
an entire show
awesome.
on it, on Fearlessly Authentic. I
Awesome
think that would be right up our alley to learn about that.
Yep.
And the game plan and
Yeah, I got a buddy out in right now they're up in Pittsburgh. Him and he has a wife. He's from a fairly wealthy family from the shitty town that I'm from. So there's not a lot of people that actually have money. And so like when you say their name in that town, they're like one of those names where the people actually are like, oh, those people have money. They had one of the big houses and all this. But he was a really normal kid. And the mom and dad split up, and he was like real abusive and weird and stuff. So the kids were all kind of weird. So it's really cool that my buddy out of that family, it's like 3 of them are like full autistic, they got real problems. They got deformities, and the one girl has like 13 toes and all this. So my buddy, the fact that he was able to, one, not only get away from that family, and 2, find a girl that was willing to actually marry him was already quite an accomplishment. If he wasn't such a classy guy, there would be no way in hell, because he looks like he climbed out of a swamp. And I mean, it's crazy. But he met this girl from Thailand, and her family does exactly what I'm trying to do. And they're getting older now, and they're rich. Like in Thailand, they're the rich people over there in Thailand. So they own all the businesses in their towns, and the town that they own, they like basically own the town that they live in, and they farm. They like supply all the food to all the people. And they supply all the they're those people in their village.
Right.
And so they said, basically the mom and dad are ready to retire, and they have plenty of money. So even though they've lived the life of farmers in Thailand, doing aquaculture in Thailand, they're ready to go travel the world. And so
go rage and spend some of that loot. Yeah,
they're going really cool places. They're these tiny little people. They're so cute, and they send pictures, and they're at these magical looking places, just like beaches that look more beautiful. I've been to so many beaches, and they're like at these places. I'm like, these look like out of a postcard or something. They don't look real. They don't. It doesn't even look real. The places these people are going. I'm like, oh,
There's so many places in the Pacific that look like that, where you're like, oh my God, is this actually a fucking real place that you can be standing on the beach?
Surf up above San Diego. There is this cove that I'd go and surf. It was dangerous because if you went under, the reef was just there below the water, and you got messed up pretty good. But it was so beautiful. Just even paddling out there was incredible.
There's so many places like that, too. Like you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
how does this even? That's what I always think of when I was talking about it the other night about like British Columbia, like in the north, like that, the way the mountains just stick out of the fucking ocean. Like there's just some incredible looking fucking scenery, like just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, they're ready to go. So they asked them if they want to take over the family business. So even though they're living in America, making tons of money, doing really well up in Pittsburgh, apparently the amount they're making there in Pittsburgh is diddly squat compared to what they can make doing aquaculture in Thailand. So I'm like, geez, that's saying a lot. He's like, we'll make 5 times as much as we could make here with the same stuff. He's like, it's a completely different world. He's like, everything's so cheap there. He's like, so you can get you can buy your supplies and do everything. So you can build everything so cheap.
Right. Outfitting your thing is way less of an expense, probably, right? The infrastructure of it.
Yeah. The way that I'm planning on doing things, other than I would like to get a lot of grants for a lot of it. And that's what's nice is there are grants, but the problem is, as much as the idea sounds great to a bunch of yokels and hippie weirdos like us, it's different once you start doing that stuff, because there's a reason why Bill Gates him and China own like the majority of the farmland in America. They don't want us doing stuff like that. They don't want that. So they hate us having sovereignty. So the second they can shut it down, they're gonna. So you have to set it up to a point where it's a business, so that they're getting their cut.
Sure.
That's essentially my whole plan. Is just how can I make sure the government's getting their cut so they leave me the fuck alone, and we can all just live and eat. But yeah,
I guess that is the minutia of it, right? When it comes right down to it, what are they trying to crush? They're trying to crush anybody trying to come up above what they think they deserve. So if you can appease that monster, then you can probably have a lot of people living happily and not being fucked with as much.
Well, I'll tell you what, it took us 6 years just to buy a house here. Not because we couldn't find a house. It was because every time we would show up, a house would go on Zillow or something like that. And it'd be like, house listed 15 minutes ago. We'd call the realtor and be like, hey, we're on our way. Like, okay. And we'd get there and there'd be like a BMW or a Porsche or something already sitting there. Right. And we'd show up and they'd be like, oh, sorry, these people just offered us 20% above asking price in cash, and they're paying in full. Sorry.
Yeah, like, something beyond whatever you could offer.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So BlackRock and America's Home for Rent, and there's one other big company like that. They come in and they buy everything. So when they say like they want you to own nothing, and they're like trying to
they're not kidding.
They're not joking. They're really trying to do that. They're buying up everything here and trying to make everything a rental. Yeah. And the second it gets to that point, then they can put prices on everything that only the wealthy can afford, and we're almost there already.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically there. It's just those prices are fluctuating. They go up, they come down, they go up. But once they finalize that shit, and if all these hedge funds own all the fucking property, then it'll all just be rental. And if you don't live in a place that's like a collective where a bunch of people can live together to afford the fucking thing, I don't know how.
It's not gonna be like they're not gonna be able.
I don't know how people
be
can
able to
fucking
fill all these
do
fucking
it.
houses. Like it's stupid what they're doing.
And there's so
like,
many properties that are just vacant that
Yeah.
they own that people could be sleeping in tonight. Millions of them, literally millions of
It's gonna
properties.
take people standing up and saying that we're done with this system.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
robbed
ultimately,
us from us.
if everybody
This is
just was
ours.
like, fuck this, we all need a fucking place to live, and we
Well-
all decided that, it would be a thing.
See, that's the one thing is I also have the knowledge that because I've lived in rural Pennsylvania and rural Vermont and I've lived in, well, I guess we lived kind of rural North Carolina for about a month, but you can go out into the middle of nowhere and buy a house for nothing. When we bought our house, we were basically homeless about 12 years ago. When I got out of college, we didn't really have any money. And so we kind of couch surfed and stayed in camps and RV parks, sort of things. Like we just kind of stayed wherever anybody would let us stay, as long as they would let us stay until they give us the kick out, And and we eventually got to a point we were like, we can't afford to pay rent anywhere. We can't do it. We can't keep living off of this. And so I had a Jeep. And I sold that, and we ended up. There was a house on foreclosure. They wanted $36,000 for it. Had been on foreclosure, like you said. They sit vacant forever.
Yep.
So it's foreclosed for like 2 years, and nobody in that town has any money. So when we went in, I had spent everything I had ever saved on that Jeep. So it was a nice Jeep. It was the only thing I had, and it ended up, we bought that house. I went in and I offered them $15,000. They came back with 16. It was a 1,960 square foot home built in 1908.
Damn.
All hardwood, everything. Like had a 300 square foot kitchen with 26 feet of counter space, wraparound counters, and had built-in woodworking into the walls. 16,000.
Fuck, dude. That's a song. That's nothing. That's fucking, especially like in Connecticut, like if you could, you know what I mean? If you could say something less than, $160,000, you're winning in Connecticut.
That's it. See, we lucked out here. It, like I said, it took us 6 years. The only reason we got this house is because the amount of work that it needed was so far beyond what banks want, because it was too screwed up. It was just too screwed up. And they wanted $350 for it, but I'm a contractor, so I went in and I beat them up in the whatever the hell they call it when you go in,
Inspection.
I did what the rehab's going to cost and stuff.
Yeah, like this is all the stuff that's wrong with. I just went in and found everything wrong, and so I got the price down to $270, which around here you can't buy a house for $270 unless it's in the hood.
Yeah,
I mean it's in the cut usually.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Right now, I figure I can get this place remodeled for I'll probably be into it $325 to $330 by the time I'm done remodeling, and that doesn't even go to the price they said it was worth before I beat them up.
Wow.
So due diligence. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I couldn't think of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're winning then. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but in Pennsylvania, that house that I bought for $16,000, after we lived in it for 4 years. We had our first kid there. It was a beautiful home. I started my business there. It worked out really well. But when we sold that house, I had about 80 grand into it. we sold. I mean, it was immaculate. I had all brand new appliances. I had replumbed the whole house, sanded down and redid all the hardwoods, redid all the crown trim.
It sounds like an amazing fucking turn of the century fucking house. Like fucking sick.
It took us 8 months to sell it for $69,000.
What the fuck?
Nobody would buy it. Nobody has any money.
Right.
So we had like one of the nicest houses in town, but nobody could fucking afford it.
Damn. That is
like,
so fucking.
Oh God, it just blew my mind. We were sure somebody was gonna buy it. So when my dad died 3 years ago, I got his house, and of course I have to share it with my loser sister, who's actually, it was her 40th birthday today.
Oh,
in hell. She
happy birthday, Jew sister. Anyway,
yeah, it's a beautiful property. It has a big auto body shop, a 3-bay auto body shop with a paint bay.
Sick.
And it's a 3-bedroom house, but it was an old tannery house, so the ceilings are only 6'2".
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
like, if you're a tall person, my brother, he's 5'11". So every time he would take his shirt off when we were kids, he'd go like this, and we had textured ceilings, and so he would tear his hands apart all the time. Oh, it was hilarious, and I loved it because I'm only 5'6", so I wasn't even close. I'm like, there you go. That's what you get for being tall, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, but people keep calling and they're like, "Hey, I'll give you 25 grand for your dad's house." Like, bro, I wouldn't even give you the front porch. Like, what are you talking about? I know you guys live. It's still the 1980s there, and nobody has any money. But no, I'll just keep it. Thanks. Yeah, I'll just hold on to it.
Yeah, it's gonna come up in value. You know, it is. It's just
eventually.
That's crazy though. How that works out. Like you know what I mean? You fucking, when you could get a house for a steal, and then you still can't sell it for a fuck all because the market is just ass.
It cost $12,000 to live in it for 4 years. That was once I added up the bill, all the materials, the time I spent doing it, like all the labor time that I would have had into it.
It cost $12,000. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it cost us after we sold it, it cost about $12,000 to live in it for 4 years. So I was like, I think we did pretty good. I think we did.
Not bad if you were renting, but you did a lot of fucking work to pay that much.
Yeah, but I love doing it. I do.
Right. That's already you're in your wheelhouse. So I guess that's really the thing. Like a guy like you could be just a fucking billionaire. Like if you put fucking 20 years into fucking flipping fucking shit. Just flipping shit quick.
I was doing really well up until about 2 years ago when this shit started going nuts. Like we were doing really well.
Yeah.
I was working part-time when I started to slow down. I was only working part-time. So I was working like 25 hours a week is what we were averaging out when I was at the accountant. And I brought in like 72 grand just doing roofs.
Fuck you, dude. God damn you.
I mean, that was just the roofs. That didn't include like the snow removal stuff. That didn't include any of the lawns, which I don't.
This is how poor we are. I've never had a year besides 1993 that I made more than $40,000 or $50,000.
Which is common. That's the common amount. I got to a point where I'd been doing this a long time and I wasn't going to give myself away anymore. And I started looking at like what everybody else was charging a couple of years into it. And I realized if you charge nothing for your services, people expect nothing.
Right.
And then I also got to a point where I realized it's not worth it to go and help the residential people. So I've kind of switched over to doing only commercial jobs. It might take me 45 to 90 days to get paid, but accounts receivable is better than never getting paid.
Sure.
And having to go to court and chase people down because you don't know how many times you go. The same person that goes into a steakhouse and orders a steak well done eats almost the whole damn steak and then goes, "Oh, this is overcooked. This is bullshit. I want my whole meal free and shit." Well, those people have houses too, and they want you to fix them. And you go over there and oh, my toilet's broke. I need you to fix the leak on the toilet, and I fix the toilet. And while I'm there, they say, hey, I got a ceiling fan that I'd like to switch this light that's up there right now up for a ceiling fan. Is that something you do? Yeah, sure, I can do that. Not a problem. So before we get done, and a couple of, when I first did, I wouldn't make people sign something. I'd just be like, yeah, sure, I'll take care of it. And I learned to do that.
You get fucking rooked. Yeah.
I would do a job. This one time I pulled all the tiles up and retiled and regrouted this guy's kitchen, foyer, and laundry room. And it was like a $3,800 job or something like that. It wasn't a huge place or anything, but it was a decent sized job. And while I was there, he asked me to put up 2 ceiling fans. And when we got done, I handed him the bill, and it had the floor plus 2 ceiling fans. He goes, "What do you mean? You're making me pay for that?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're going to make me pay for putting those ceiling fans up? I just asked if you would do it." I said, "Bro, I don't do this for free. You've never gone to the mall and said, 'Hey, man, I'd like to have this shirt for free.'" They say, "Yeah." Like, just they might go get it off the rack for you, but they don't give it to you. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. This is a business.
I had to sue that guy because then he wouldn't give us any of the money. He wouldn't give us any of the money. Wouldn't pay us for the floor or any of it.
My ex's brother has been like a contractor person, like does all the same stuff that you do forever, for years, right? And he went through like a time where people were just boning him. It was like 2008. Like people were just boning him on everything he did. He'd come and we'd dig footers and start a deck outside and do all this stuff and get everything all ready and like buy all the supplies. And then they would fucking bone him when he had to go fucking pay for the supplies. They were like, "Well, we changed our minds." And like I watched that happen like 8 times on 8 different jobs. I was like, how am I supposed to work for you, bro, if they're not even like, these people are not even like doing what you agree and sign a contract on? You know what I mean?
You can make them sign the contract. Doesn't mean they have to.
Right. Exactly. That's what he said to me. It was like, it doesn't matter if they sign or not, because they can still choose to fuck you. And the ironic thing was that ultimately all of that fuckery for like 2 solid years, man, from like 2008 to 2010, just saw him go over the fucking edge, like doing dope and just being fucked up and like taking people's money for jobs and fucking them and just like all of this shit, like all the things that were happening to him, he was turning it back on people and being a wastoid and like, unaccountable, and ended up going to jail for a couple years over it and stuff. That
was where
it's like, dude, that's so fucking typical. That's
why I said after a little while, I realized when I was going in and I was underbidding myself, I was giving people jobs. I was giving the jobs away basically just to get the work, just to get my name out there. I was like, well, I got to get people to realize who I am. And after a while, I realized they're either going to realize who I am and call because they heard I did a good job, which is not usually why people call. It's usually because you're the first one on Google.
Right.
That's what has gotten the most work is I got on Google. I paid $19 a month to be the first guy on Google, and all of a sudden the phone just started.
All of a sudden the phone rang. Yep.
That's it. That was all it took. All it took.
It's just wild how like your story is like so similar to other people that I know. Like this has happened across the country, like, and destroyed like middle America like a motherfucker, man.
You realize am I one of these top-notch guys that makes it, that does it for 40 years and then retires and everybody in town knows him as the guy for this niche? Or are they the guy that goes, I don't have it in me to just keep pushing ahead and You know,
Yeah,
few
dude.
shots of dope, and
That's
it.
reality, man. That is the reality. That's what you're faced with. Like, can I fucking crush this? Or you know what I mean? Is it just a fucking is
And
it
the
a
worst
sad
part, drug
is it a
addicts are the
sad
most
Alice in Chains song? You know, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, man. You think
Fuck.
about it, druggies they're the most convincing people because they have to be able to lie. They have to be able to
Right.
swindle. They have to be able to do that stuff. So when they come to your house, they make you feel so
Special.
Yeah, it's gonna go really well. This guy's so nice. He's gonna do a great job. And then they
All vibes. Yeah, man.
Oh God, you don't even know. Down here we have all the hurricanes that come through and destroy everything all the time. So when that stuff happens, I end up rebuilding houses from the floor to the roof. You know,
Right.
because these houses get obliterated, trees fall on them and such. And
Sure.
but after the hurricane, people flock to the area from all over the country, the world, all over. They get visas and everything, and they come here to work because there's more work than there are people to do it.
Yeah.
So suddenly we have all these people coming in from out of town, and you can come in and make really good money. And the thing is, you don't even have to be good because once you get paid and you get all that, they just go home.
They just
drive
piss
back
off.
to-
Yeah.
They drive back to Minnesota. They drive back to Connecticut. They drive back, you know,
Yep.
they don't give a shit.
I know so many people, friends, you know, peers of mine I grew up with that literally would chase every hurricane. Like Katrina made them fucking, you know, bank, you know, millions, literally millions of dollars, and then work their way across, and then there'd be tornadoes, so they stay in Tennessee and just following the
Storm
fucking
chases.
terrible fucking weather and the tragedy, like never letting a tragedy go to waste, you know, just like our government, you know,
Just like the government.
just like it. You know, what can you expect though? People are gonna do what the fuck they see, and this shit makes money. There's no gap in it. It's like, oh, something bad happened. They're gonna need some buildings built.
Yeah, well, see, what's nice is then I spend the whole time just like them. I'm getting plenty of work during these storms too. It's not
Sure.
like I'm getting cut out and not getting work, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But then I spend the next 2-3 years until the next hurricane fixing all the shit work that they did. Dude, I'm up on roofs on these beach houses. You know, they pay these guys from out of town. They're like, hey, we're willing to do your roof for $350 a square, where people around here charge $425. You know, and
That's so funny. Like
and so
I can remember that same sort of thing happening. Like the only like carpentry type jobs I ever had was I worked roofing for like one summer, and that was just the most miserable thing I ever did. And the other thing was hanging drywall, listening to the drywall people freak out about how things were not like square. Nothing was square. Everything was off center. Nothing was on the fucking correct fucking angles and things. And oh my God, like these old timers that could hang like more boards than I could ever put up. You know what I mean? Like insanely strong men from doing this for fucking 50 years and shit. This one guy, Jim Walsh, he used to, dude, when we were like 19 and the first time I got a job hanging drywall, he was like, this guy was like probably 68, 70 years old. And he literally would drink vodka from the fucking time he woke up to the time he went to bed. And he would fight any motherfucker that had anything to say about anything. And he was the boss. So we're like 19 years old getting to scraps with this 70-year-old man who's hanging a beating on everybody who tries him. It was like the funnest summer I ever had, man. I had like the best time, like learn how to fucking fight and shit. Like this old man is schooling kids, dude.
There's always crazy motherfuckers.
It was just so funny. He was from Georgia too. He was from Georgia, and he was just like old time, good old boy. Fucking, he would fuck up a dude in a second, in a heartbeat. If you got it fucked up with him, he wouldn't say a word. He would just smack the shit out of your mouth, you know, and you'd be like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
I've watched wrestling and MMA and boxing for years and years and years. But the strength of the men that I've worked with through the years.
Yeah.
And those guys
Uncanny.
couldn't hold a fucking flame to these guys. This one time when I was in college, one of my professors was actually one of the biggest contractors in the area up in Vermont. He's very well known. And he let me and a couple of the other kids in class, once we were done with classes with him, he hired us to come out and roof with him. And so he hired this guy that I guess he was doing concrete or something. But he asked me, he's like, well, are you afraid of ladders? Are you afraid of heights? He's like, no, I'm all right. And the guy shows up the one morning, and we're standing there. This guy shows up. He's the nicest. He's a gentle giant type guy, but I mean, just arms that just naturally, just a humongous guy.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, you're not. You can carry bundles up. You don't know what you're doing yet, so we'll just have you carry bundles of shingles up for us. That'll be your job for the day.
Yeah.
So we're standing over to the side getting some stuff together, and the boss walks back over to his truck, and he goes, all right, go ahead, man, go ahead and start carrying bundles up, and I'll stop back and check on you in a little bit. And it didn't take more than a couple minutes. This monster walks over, grabs 2 bundles, throws 2 on each shoulder, and just starts walking up the fucking ladder. Like, no fucking way.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah.
Like 2 bundles, throw 2 bundles on one shoulder. Good luck.
Yeah, you're just going to tip over. You're just going to fall off the ladder.
So dead after you do that 3, 4, 5 times. Your arm is going to be toast.
Yeah. No, it destroys. It would destroy you. Absolutely. I carry bundles of shingles.
Boss comes back over. He's like, bro, that was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen as a contractor doing this for over 30 years. He's like, but no, just one at a time, man. It'll take longer, but just one at a time is fine.
Go easy. There was a couple guys here. They're the Murphy brothers in Connecticut that lived in Rogers, Connecticut, and they were like concrete dudes, and they would pour forms and stuff, And these cats would carry, how big the forms are, right? So they would carry like fucking 2 or 3 of them on each shoulder up the fucking ladder, up the plank, like walking up these fucking little tiny 2x6, you know what I mean? Like fucking up to the top of the fucking blocks. And like, I never saw anybody like stronger than those guys in my life. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do you even get that strong? It's just insane.
The oil field guys.
Yeah, the same kind of thing. Same kind of thing where they're like as thick as they are tall almost.
Yeah, they look like street
I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down. Love you guys.
Night.
Adios, amigo.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna wrap this up. This has been a lot of fun. And let's do some.
You know me, I'll jibber jabber all goddamn night if you keep talking. So
me too. I'm a yapper. I'm a fucking yapper. Thanks everybody for tuning in, tuning up, tuning out, whatever you were doing.
There's still people here too, huh?
VS Adams, we love you, and Oz Whistles, and Mutual Aid for the Soul Train or something. Anyway, thanks Drew for hanging out.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, man. I will definitely be in touch, brother, and I will try to make a song out of the lyrics that you sent me.
Tomorrow I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna open that up further. Like the other night I opened up my email and I'm sitting there trying to go through it, and the kids, like, they just, when they're awake, they know dad is active. They know dad will play. So
well, yeah.
Day one, I started looking at it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to come back to this. This isn't gonna happen right now.
Gamer, we love you, brother. Nice to see you too. So good night, everybody. Let me see if I can find the fucking thing. There's a thing I'm supposed to play that will make it be the end. Okay. That's not it. That's not it. And I don't fucking know. All right.
Dreadlock.
Lock it up, brah. Lock it up, Dread. So everybody, I hope everybody has an excellent evening. And thank you for listening once again. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Arrivedercis.
Used to think the world was flat. Really threw my hat into the crowd. I felt I had used up my quota of yearning. Used to looking on the children at night in the glow of their Donald Duck light. And frightened myself with the thought of my little ones burning. Tide is turning. Ooh, the tide is turning. Satellites buzzing through the endless night, exclusive to moonshots and world title fights. Jesus Christ, imagine what it must be earning. Who is the strongest? Who is the best? Who holds the aces, the east or the west? This is the crap our children are learning. Ooh, the tide is turning. Ooh, the tide is turning. Now the satellite's confused, cause on Saturday night the airwaves were full of compassion and light, and his silicone heart warmed to the sight of 1,000 candles burning.